I just felt numb. I literally got to a point where I just didn't even feel anything anymore. I was a military brat. My dad is in the Army, and he deployed 4 different times when growing up. And so I went from being a built-in babysitter to almost a second parent. So I filled that role whenever he was gone. At a very young age, I learned to put aside my own needs to then take care of other people. Everyone says to look at God like he's a parent, and I was like, well, my parents need me more than I need them. And so for me, it was like, how do I look at someone that's just gonna need more from me when I'm already doing so much to give to other people? When I was 17, I experienced a sexual assault, and that kind of pushed me over the edge where I was just like, I'm so frustrated. There's no way God's real when I keep experiencing all these things. And so I left. I left church, I left faith, and I really wanted nothing to do with it. I was getting involved with a lot of really unhealthy things that were really damaging. After a 5-year relationship ended, and it wasn't even a healthy one, I think I just realized, Kelsey, like, what are you gonna do with your life? What do you wanna do? Do you wanna keep living like this? Do you wanna keep ending up in relationships and friendships that leave you empty? I was invited to LCBC Hazleton, which was at the time Hill City, and so I had gone there a couple times, and I remember hearing messages and being like, I don't want to hear this, like, I don't even buy this, so I'm not gonna come back. So I would leave, and then every once in a while I'd get a nudge and I would come back. I hit a spot where I was like, okay, Kelsey, like, are you gonna be a student or a victim? Like, what are you gonna do with your life? Is this how you wanna live? And so I just started coming to church more and trying to hang out with the people here. And I couldn't tell what it was when I started to get to know them, but I knew that they were living differently and that they were going through even worse things than I had ever experienced, and they still had this joy and hope, and I knew I wanted to experience what they had, but I just didn't know what it was. It was something along the lines of, you're gonna try this and you're gonna get more involved and be around these people more, so you can figure out what they have that you don't. I saw God come through that, and I decided I wanted to get to know him better, and I wanted to have a personal relationship. I think it was realizing that God fills me, and it's not something that goes away like all these other things I had run to fill me. He's constant and consistent, and even though I try to push him away, like, he just has a relentless pursuit of me. And so even when I was trying to run from him, I just kept feeling him chase me no matter what. Even though I didn't have like a good picture of what a parent was, God's bigger than any parent on earth, and so he wants to do that for me. He wants to hold me and comfort me and be there for me in ways that I've never experienced. I decided that my fear of commitment and consistency was not as big as his love for me, and so I still struggle. I'm human, and I still make a lot of mistakes, but God loves me through that, and I felt more full than I ever have in my whole life. My name is Kelsey, and I am a life changed by Christ.